Welcome back to my channel, Smart Indexes. Today I'm diving into one of the most powerful real-time tools that can truly sharpen your trading edge. That is Dynamic CPR. Many traders look at static CPR that is fixed for the day, but the market doesn't stand still. It breathes, moves, and shifts continuously. That's why I use dynamic CPR as well as rolling pivot, which updates live with the market, showing you how the market is balancing out. So treat CPR as the market's center of gravity. When price move away too far from CPR, it often returns, that is your re-entry or fade trade opportunity. So in my trade, I've combined dynamic CPR with rolling pivot and episodic pivot for high conviction trades. So concept is, what is dynamic CPR? Dynamic CPR updates in real time as price moves, gives live insight into the market's balance. Along with the rolling pivot, you get this CPR also. It helps traders understand whether the market is trending, consolidating, or reversing. That is very, very important for a trader to know whether the market is trending, consolidating, or reversing. The most important thing. So, what we are going to do, identify market bias using CPR. The one thing you can see, you might have noticed CPR moving upward. CPR moving upward. Previous day or previous hour, it will be at the low level and the next CPR will be moving upward. Then that is bullish bias. Look for C entries, call entries. CPR moving downward, it is a bearish bias. Look for PE entries. At times, you will see overlapping CPR. Sideways or trade reversals are wait. Compare the last 2 to 3 CPRs to confirm direction. You can use CPR to confirm the direction. Along with the rolling pivots, you will get an idea where the market is going to take support or where it is going to get rejected. That is the beauty. You will get to know all those things. With the CPR, if it is moving upward, ascending CPR, descending CPR, and overlapping CPR. 3 things. You just watch it. Here, I've taken the screenshot of yesterday's Nifty. Very interesting. The CPR was ascending, but at the same time, it had already formed before the market opens. There was a narrow CPR overlapping CPR. What I am going to understand this, when there is a wide CPR here, that means market already expanded. That is an imbalance. And this is a narrow CPR is a balance. So it is constructive. Then I can anticipate for, without seeing anything, I can anticipate for when this is formed and it is overlapping and it is CPR is very narrow, you will see a volatility. Same thing happened. Market started coming down. That's what happened in the market today. Use rolling pivot for entry time. In bullish bias, enter long when price retests rolling pivot or CPR bottom. In bearish bias, enter short when price retests rolling pivot or CPR top. Combines trend confirmation with low risk entries. So you will be entering into the market with low risk. So when there is bullish bias, when the market comes down, when it retests and bounces off from the CPR, you are going to take the re-entry. When bearish bias, it will act as the resistance, and when the price also start falling below rolling pivot, rolling pivot along with the Gann hilo, it will start showing negative trend. So you will get a combined, when you see the CPRs, you will get an idea where the market is going to resist, where is the support and resistance. You can make out very, very easily. That is one way of using the CPR. Next, confirm with episodic pivot. I've given you all episodic pivot. Episodic pivot is an indicator to identify the institutional activity. If it is CPR combined with a CPR and rolling pivot combined with the episodic pivot, that is institutional activity, when it has shown up, you can confidently take the trade without any hiccup. You are not going to panic even if there is volatility in the market. In between volatility, you will not panic and you will not erase your trades, uh, halfway through. That is the thing. Your psychology will not be affected. You will be cool, calm. You know that institution money is backing there, and CPR support and rolling pivot rolling along with the price balancing towards the upside. Then you will be entering and holding the trade without any problem. So episodic pivots show institutional activity, EP plus CPR bottom, strong buy zone, EP plus CPR top, strong sell zone. These are the high conviction trade zones. So you will get a conviction trade zones in the market. Here in this example, I have taken the 26,000 put option today's trade. I have given you all two indicators, EP, episodic pivot, breakout, pullback, and this one, episodic pivot. This is the indicator. And here you can see the price has popped above the pivots. Pivot and R1. That is very, very rare. Price usually travels along with the R1. You can see over here. After the gap up, it has traveled along with the R1. Within the boundary of R1 and S1, price has moved. But here, the narrow pivots, it popped up. And with an episodic pivot. Then what you are going to do, automatically EP, option EP on underlying will tell you the price 243.75 by EP. Simultaneously, bearish EP will also be plotted because both call and put options will be active in the opening. That's why it is plotting that. Don't confuse. And mark, see this is the EP, big EP, bullish EP with green bar has formed, and you are confirmed that this is the level. The range is between 250 to the 218. So you know the range. Anywhere between this range, any dip also you can buy, and reversal above this level, that is 243. You are having a bullish bias on the put option. Today market went downwards. So confirmedly, there was previous day there was a wide CPR and a narrow CPR. Ulta. It was in underlying wide CPR and narrow CPR were at the bottom. So market had rallied and there was a narrow CPR and overlapping CPR was formed. So market had gone down in this 26,000 put option. Market had closed near 185 or something. It's not plotted over here. You can see so beautifully rolling pivot, everything, and GAN hilo, shorter period GAN hilo, everything is supporting over here. Above 243, even if you wouldn't have taken here, above 243, if you would have taken it, rallied up to 300. From 243 to 300 is nearly 57 points gain. You would have captured 357, nearly 57 to 60. If you would have entered here also, you could have entered with because all the trend is confirming and shorter time Ganilo is also bullish. You are without any tension. You are entering into the trade. You could have made money, lot of money like this. So here you can see this is the 25,000 index showing wide CPR. I am showing without the rolling pivot, only I have applied CPR indicator, CPR, VCP, and with the GAN hilo I have applied. You can see wide CPR, that is the expansion on the previous day, wide expansion. The previous day itself, narrow CPR, overlapping CPR had formed, indicating there was wide. See now, before closing, a CPR has already formed over here at the top. At the top, CPR has formed, indicating that is a resistance for the market. 26,037 to 26,045 is the resistance for the market. It is showing like that. In the market, actually, this is bullish EP had been formed yesterday on the underlying. Bullish and bearish EP was formed 25,000, and the price, when price started breaking down below this, that was a confirmation that market is going to go down. Even before that, here the range was 26,029. Market started going down. Going down, you could have taken immediately a put option. Put option you could have taken, you could have traded in the put option CPR. And that's how CPR helps. See, on the previous day over here, I'm showing you over here, the price had come back to the CPR and taken support and capped up. That is the beauty of the market. CPR will act as, reference points for support and resistance. And their nature also. Narrow CPR and wide CPR will tell you the story. Because wide CPR has formed because the range was too wide. That's why the CPR TC, top central pivot range, BC is bottom central pivot range, all are wide. Here they have constricted. Dynamic CPR width is equal to market energy. Narrow CPR, market ready for breakout or prepare for expansion. If you are seeing a wide CPR, already expanded. That's why you are seeing the wide CPR. That means that it had expanded. That is, imbalance has taken place in the market, and my dynamic CPR had already plotted a day before a narrow CPR, indicating that it may give pullbacks. So sudden compression, market cooling off. That was showing market is going to compress and there may be some sort of volatility anticipated. That's why Gift Nifty was showing almost 51 points down in the market. Opening bell, it was negative. Negative, it was showing like negative, and the CPR was there. Exactly, market traded to the CPR and the VIX level, and it had stopped over there. Here, I'm taking an example of Adani Ports and example of this stock, how we can combine the EP with the CPR. Here, EP, institutional money you are seeing entering into the here on 29th. So the high of the EP is, if I the high means it is plotting 1424 at the opening bell. The table is showing 1424. Anything above the 1424 is buying opportunity. Suppose if you would have seen this yesterday, you could have traded with the huge gains. If you would have taken call option, you can see the GAN Hilo, longer term, medium term, CPR, and rolling pivot. All are green. All are green, supporting. See, you can see the wide move. Before the previous day, it was a wide CPR. The market had come down, and before closing, there was a narrow CPR, indicating something is cooking over here. You could have immediately, you can scan for that, you can keep it in your watch list, and before anything you can quarantine such stocks and you can keep it in your watch list, so that it will help you for the future trade. You could have captured this Adani ports probably yesterday and day before yesterday. I was not trading because I was in the family function. I missed this. Probably I have taken screenshot and I have posted this. So entry and exit strategy you can make CPR bias plus rolling pivot plus EP alignment. All the three combined will give you a very powerful entry for you. Price rejection from the structure with volume confirmation. You get entry, you are entering it. That's what I showed you in the previous slide. Exit, book profit near the opposite CPR band or pivot. Exit early if CPR flips direction. Or otherwise, you need not worry, my rolling pivot will change the color. From green to neutral color, it will start changing. When it starts changing its sentiment, then it is an alert. Book your profits. That's it. Here in this example, I am showing the CPR, narrow CPR, and the overlapping CPR from the previous day to this. The opening bell is the bullish EP, and it is showing 1371, 915, 1371. Even everything, narrow CPR, price coming back and aligning, pivot rising, and all the Gani low supporting. So you could have made money. This is one example of United Spirit. That too happened on the yesterday, 29th. These stocks, you can pick it up from my uh, screener. I have told you people how to make the screener for momentum stocks. Probably you might have done, all might have done with the simple filters, with using 3-period simple moving average and the market cap above 15 billion and price above the daily pivot and price above the pre-market open. That is the only these 3 filters I have added. It picks up so well, so very good momentum stocks. So you can today opening bell itself, L&T came and you could have traded in the L&T today. Like that, many examples were there. You could have traded in many. stocks also, even BPCL, HPCL, like that. See, bonus filters for confidence. You can use it, but I have stopped using the RSI, everything. And you can use it. I have stopped it because this is enough. This is sufficient for me. It is giving me everything. Everything. I don't depend on the derived indicators from the price action, and I am depending on the indicators which are derived directly from the price, and calculating the each and every bars open, high, low, close, and dividing it into uh, dividing by 3 or 4, giving me the balance line. Every step it is giving the balance line. Rolling pivots are for that, and I'm using the GAN Hilo for a trend confirmation. What more I need? So with the dynamic CPR, traveling along with the support and resistance are traveling along with my journey, what more I need? I don't need. You can use it, but it is up to you people. CPR alignment creates explosive moves. When a wide CPR aligns with or is followed by an overlapping narrow CPR, that is very, very interesting. Same thing, you just start observing, you will get a very explosive move. That's what happened today. It was an explosive move, indicating even for the Nifty put option as well as the Nifty underlying. The market is coiling energy for a massive expansion. When a wide CPR aligns with followed by an overlapping narrow CPR, I showed you on the previous slide. That's what happened on the Nifty. This structure often precedes strong directional breakouts, either upward or downward. It is the market's way of resetting energy before the next trend. So, when the market is resetting the trend, you get to know by this dynamic CPR beforehand itself. What is the intention of the market? If you know the intention of the market, you will be a successful trader, or you will have edge over other traders. You are ready before other trader think, plan for its trade. You have already planned. You have already planned, you immediately you can press the button. Here you can see wide CPR, Bharati Airtel options I'm showing you. Wide CPR accompanied with the narrow CPR after the expansion, that was a huge down move. Again wide CPR next day, 24th and 27th, wide CPR overlapping with the CPR, the market, and the continuation of the down move. Isn't it very beautiful? Isn't it very beautiful? And there was a buying move, episodic pivot, but market could not sustain this institutional money. EP was the spark, but it was a failure. When market started falling below this EP, that was a fake thing. Fake thing to move market to only to sell off. See, so beautifully you can see over here a CPR at that level, the market exactly got a resistance and it traveled down. That's how it is. That's how it is. Combining CPR with rolling pivot with EP, episodic pivot, it adds up energy, it adds up what I can say, spice to your trade. You are not going to do mistake even if you want to do. That is the beauty. Here, I pasted in morning itself, anticipating wide up move, I thought, but it did not go up move, it started coming down. Instead of going up, it started coming down because of the wide CPR and the compressed contracted CPR. Prices moved down to 25,929 to 25,800, and it might have come down to this CPR. It has tested this CPR. The price has moved beyond this CPR and it has tested this CPR. Trading psychology and summary. CPR acts as market center of gravity. Price often reverts back. Combine the dynamic CPR, rolling pivot, EP for your conviction trades. Trade with patience. Alignment and discipline should be there. If all of them align, definitely you are going to win. I have told you in my previous video about the rolling pivot, 1, 2, 3, 4 alignment. Like that, here also CPR rolling pivot and episodic pivot alignment will give you an edge. Super trade. You are going to win in that trade. For access, you need to, for the rolling pivot and episodic pivot indicator, WhatsApp me to this message 9845209600. Disclaimer is trading involves risk. Past performance does not guarantee future results. This content is for educational purpose only. Okay friends, I am going to